Council meeting of the City of Daly City to order. The City of Daly City acknowledges that we are on ancestral lands of the Ramaytush Ohlone peoples. We recognize their enduring connection to this region and honor their history, culture, and contributions. As the indigenous protectors of this land, we affirm their sovereign rights as the original inhabitants of the land and pay respects to the ancestors, elders, and relatives of the Ramaytush Ohlone people. We call the honor guard.
Detail. Forward. March. Prepare to post colors. Ready? Post. Present. Arms. Order. Arms. Ready? Hey. Go. March.
Thank you to our Daly City Police Department. And now, may we all rise for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for being here this evening. First and foremost, happy holidays. I'd like to acknowledge those that are with us this evening. We have our California Attorney General Rob Bonta. We have the Vice President, Board of Supervisor for San Mateo County Supervisor David Canepa. And we have our former Daly City Mayor and former San Mateo County Supervisor Adrian Tissier. Daly City Coma Chamber of Commerce, Felicia Leong. Matt DeVincenzi, Maria Villarosa, and Kevin Tong. And we also have our Daly City History Guild and Museum, Perky Ramoth, DCPLA Victoria Magbilang, Daly City Age Friendly Task Force, and from the Bayshore Friendship Club, Phyllis Rizzi. Representatives from Republic Services, Dugans, also from the Jefferson, or former Jefferson Union High School District Trustee Kalima. We have next door to us, South San Francisco Council Mark Nagales. And of course, Vice Mayor Das Magboal, Council Member Di Giovanni, Council Member Proaño, and Council Member Sylvester. We have our City Treasurer, Danica Halverson, and our City Attorney, Rose Zimmerman. And also Where's my brother? Mayor of South San Francisco, Eddie Flores. Where is he? Thank you so much for all being here. At this time, we will now ask for the city clerk to read the certification of the official canvass of votes cast. Madam City Clerk.
Mark Church, Chief Elections Officer of the County of San Mateo, State of California, hereby certifies that an election was held within the boundaries of the City of Daly City on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, for the purposes of electing 2 City Council members to 4-year terms and 1 City Council member for a 2-year term. That an election was held within the boundaries of the City of Daly City on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, for the purposes of electing 1 city clerk and 1 city treasurer for 4-year terms. Chief Elections Officer Mark Church has processed and recorded the votes from the canvass of all ballots cast at said election within the boundaries of the City of Daly City. A record of the votes cast are available for viewing in the city clerk's office.
Thank you very much. And with that, we'll ask my council, do I have a motion to adopt a resolution?
Like to make a motion?
Okay, I have a first. Do I have a second?
Second?
May we have roll call vote, please?
Giovanni,
Aye.
Dr. Rod,
Aye.
Ms. Perano,
Aye.
Mr. Sylvester,
Glenn Sylvester, aye.
Ms. Manalo.
Aye. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all those that got reelected. I would just like to call out of order in respect to someone who's here in our audience. I'd like to present one of the 2024 Mayor's Awardees for Veteran of the Year, Pedro Pete Pineda, as he's a resident of Daly City and a World War II Filipino veteran who is over 100 years old.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful.
If the staff could please get the award for Mr. Pedro Pineda. Earlier today, we were at War Memorial in the city of Daly City, and we had unveiled a replica of the Congressional Gold Medal in which these Filipino World War II veterans received. With that, he was one of our living legends and also has been really instrumental for our freedom. And so it is a real rarity to have one of our veterans living, especially in World War II.
Yes. Amen.
And so thank you so much.
Hello, everyone.
Aw.
Anyways, I'm Pedro's youngest grandchild. I'm here today. I'm joined by Pedro's 2 children, my father George, my auntie Eve, and my mom Michelle. To begin, on behalf of my whole family, we'd like to thank all of you here. We'd like to thank Mayor Manalo and all of you for bestowing this honor upon my grandfather. It truly means the world. I will remember this day for the rest of my life solely based on how much it means to him and how excited he was today. My Ampa is a man of few words. I call him Ampa, by the way, so you'll be hearing that term a lot. So when I asked him what he wanted me to say today, all he said was, just summarize. To which I replied, summarize what? And he shrugged and said, I don't know, my life. So please bear with me as I attempt to summarize 100 years of an amazing life. My Ampa was born in Arayat, Pampanga, Philippines in 1924, the eldest of 10. The role of leader was thrust upon him. In his early teens, he joined the Filipino Scouts and later, at age 17, enlisted into the U.S. Army on April 26, 1941. It was then that his life was forever changed. He spent the next half of a decade serving on the front lines of World War II as a medic. In only his second year of service, he experienced the horrors of war firsthand as he endured the Bataan Death March. Today, at 100 years old, there are many traumatic memories that my Ampa can still recall clearly, most of them too graphic for me to share. But he endured them all, not even 20 years of age, his love for country and his spirit never faltering. If you ask him how he did it, again, he will shrug and say he doesn't know, but he owes a lot of his credit to luck. 5 years after World War II, he was called to serve in the Korean War. He answered that call without hesitation, because that is the type of soldier and the type of man my Ampa is. After Korea, he was able to fulfill a lifelong dream of his and visit America for the first time with the Army. He saw Memphis, and in Texas, he worked as a lab technician. He then returned home to the Philippines to court his future wife. He married my ama, Ingracia Hipolito, on December 22nd, 1954. She's no longer here with us, but I know she's here in spirit, always Ampa's #1 supporter. They started a family shortly after and had my aunt and dad 2 years apart. They spent the next decade in Japan and Germany living on the military bases until 1964, when he very hesitantly retired. They then made the move to America and chose to settle down in a small, wonderful place called Daly City, where, legend has it, he is the first Filipino to ever set foot here. So after 20 years of service, 2 wars, and moving his country across the globe, you would think it'd be time for Pedro to kick his feet up and relax. You'd think wrong. Again, that is not the type of man he is. He joined the staff at the VA Medical Center in San Francisco and continued to serve his country and fellow soldiers as a cardio technician for over 20 years. Since 1964, my Ampa has spent his life in Daly City, in the same home he bought then. His legacy remains strong through his 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren, the youngest being 1 year old. It's pretty crazy to see an 100-year age gap in person, I might add. Daly City and this community means so much to him and to our family, and it is such a gift to see him be recognized for his years of service and dedication. Once again, thank you to everyone here and to Mayor Manalo, and the biggest thank you of all to the greatest man, Pedro Pineda.
Thank you so much for allowing me to do so with that and for honoring our Pedro Pete Pineda. And at this time, I will ask for a motion to adjourn the 60th City Council meeting. I have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Sylvester, second.
Thank you very much. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. There's a lot of people in the room, and I guess let's get the party started. So I'd like to call the order to the first meeting of the 61st City Council. And first up the bat, I'd like to call for the administration of oath to Jocelyn Manalo.
First and foremost, I'm deeply honored that California State Attorney General Rob Bonta, you're here with us in our city, Daly City, and I'm so honored that you will give me my official oath for 4 years in my reelection for Daly City Council. Thank you very much for being with us in our community.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Rob Bonta, California Attorney General, honored to be here with all of you. And it's my great privilege as Attorney General to travel all throughout the great state of California, from Eureka to Escondido, from the Inland Empire to the Pacific Ocean, and seeing all the great, vibrant communities throughout the state. And one of my favorite things is to be in places and spaces like this where we have communities who are fully engaged with the democratic process, with leaders who are stepping up to serve, and with people like those in this room who are committed to a better tomorrow than today, and believing in us and we instead of just I and me, and committed to our shared society and common future. And I want to thank all the leaders who serve, not just the one I'm about to swear in, but those on the dais, those who are watching. Thank you for serving. It makes our communities better. I've known Jocelyn Manalo for many years, and I can tell you she is a person of skill and talent, care and compassion. She has a big heart, and she has a motor, an engine to match that heart, to do all the hard work to serve all of you in this great city of Daly City. So it's my great honor to swear you in and give you the oath. Can you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I, Jocelyn Cabrera Manalo,
I, Jocelyn Cabrera Manalo,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and to the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for swearing me in and the opportunity to serve again. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to serve my community that I was raised in. I want to thank my family that are here, here in the audience, my husband and my mom and dad, and my children for sharing me with the community. It's not often I get to say thank you. You are always there in the hustle and bustle of things. And most importantly, I also want to say thank you to the Daly City voters and those that believed in the work that we all do together. When I ran on a campaign, I said, "Together we can." And I say that because I believe it is a we, and that's us together as a community, that we can move and push for more affordable housing, that we push for making sure that we have enhanced parks in our communities, and that we have safer communities, ensuring that we retain and provide more. When I look back, I'm so grateful because when I would have never known when I went to Woodrow Wilson Elementary, Jefferson High School, that I would be here in this space. But it is a calling that I know that is deep in my heart. And so I want to thank each and every one of you, from all of those that have endorsed me from the state level to the San Mateo County level to the local level, but also for all of the voters that have spoken this past election. I want to continue the work, and as mentioned, we're going to keep pushing. One of the areas that we push for is more social equity. And just recently, we passed, it's going to be the first women's commission in all of, in this, as a city in San Mateo County. There is a county with, yeah. And also want to share, this was a vision a while ago to have our own festival in Daly City. And we did the Top of the Hill Festival. Who was there? And we're going to continue that. And really, it's this energy that I get from all of you and this positivity that I was raised in. Was raised in this beautiful, diverse community from when I was a young child. And that's when I met folks from Ecuador. I met folks from Samoan culture. Like, it was definitely something that we see today. And so we're going to continue to push for our community, make it better. And I'm also grateful for all of the labor that had backed me up, the unions, from NorCal Carpenters to the San Mateo Building Trades to, our healthcare workers, because really it is us as a community together where we're able to make impact. And so we're going to continue to make our community better for not only those now, but for the children that I see in the audience. We're going to push for ensuring that park that's going to be at Hillside in the future, that's going to be all accessible, meaning all children's from all spectrums can play and have safe spaces. We're going to continue to make sure that our economic development thrives and that Daly City is not just a pass-through and it's not just a gateway to the peninsula, but that it continues to be a destination. I say Daly City is a hidden gem. Some people don't know until they move here, but we definitely have the most amazing food. We have the most amazing cultures here, and so we're going to continue to do that. And one thing I want to share is I also want to say thank you to our public safety. Thank you so much to the Daly City Police Officers Association. Thank you so much to our Daly City firefighters that we were able to restore Engine 95 and that personnel. We were able to ensure that we added more technology for public safety so our communities are safe. And so we're going to continue to do it. And so I'm so grateful. Thank you for letting me serve another 4 years. I say together we can. Together we did. And together we're going to continue. So maraming salamat. Thank you. Muchas gracias. From the bottom of my heart, we're going to continue to do the work.
Okay. Thank you, Jocelyn. Up next, I'd like to call for the administration of oath for Mr. Glenn Sylvester.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jonathan Sylvester, Glenn Sylvester's youngest son. And first, I just want to say congratulations to my dad. Even after 30 plus years within the San Francisco Police Department, you continue to serve the city that you live in Daly City. I remember the last time me and you were up here like this was when you pinned my star on me. And I know that you're very proud of me. And as you are proud of me, I'm proud of you. So if you could raise your right hand for me, please. I, Glenn Sylvester,
I, Glenn Sylvester,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
and that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties about,
The duties upon which I am about to enter.
I always get this, the duties upon of which I'm about to enter.
Perfect. Congratulations.
My tie straight? Testing. Testing. Oh, that's better. All right. First of all, thank you all for being here this evening. I can start at the top, but I'm not going to try to name everyone here. But praise goes to my family, God, all my grandkids, and most of all to my wife. Is that me? Yes. Next year, my wife and I have been married 50 years. The joy. And I think back approximately, I think it was 35 years ago, when my kids would look at their mom and they would say, "Mommy, why does Daddy talk to everyone? Is he a mayor?" And look what happened now. Jonathan, thank you so much for administering the oath. For those of you who don't know, I am a retired San Francisco police officer, and Jonathan has my star. But of course, the important one, all the kids are important. Jason, my eldest. How old are you now, Jason? 48? Oh, okay, you don't have to tell. And then my daughter, also in the public service, and my other daughter with 2 kids could not be here this evening, of which her husband is also a San Francisco police officer. So there is no doubt where my love stands. To the community, thank you so much. And I promise you this, I don't know the secrets to success, but I know the secret to failure. And that is trying to please everyone. I hereby give you my promise that if I have any preconceived notions on anything, give me all the facts, and I will do a complete 180-degree turn and thinking of which is best for my community always. And a sample of that, as I can see, Chella from Chelogs, she says she watches the council meetings and she observes what I do. Thank you so much, because if you didn't tell me that earlier today, I would not have made mention, but that's the way I operate. To my family, the Walsh, Coma, newly elected council member Tom Walsh, thank you so much for being here. Rovi, I got you too. And of course, my good friend Dan Lee. Is Teo falling asleep? Teo? All right. I have 8 grandchildren, and they keep me young. But I'm not going to belabor and stay up here. Thank you all so much. Thank you all to those who supported me. To those who did not support me, I hope that you can see the light that I'm not all bad. All right? And I don't know. When is a politician lost for words? I'm lost for words. So I'd like to thank the rest of my council. And as elect council member Pano said at one meeting, she quoted something that I said. There is no I in the word team. We all are a team, and we must work together. And that is why you put us here. So let's continue working as a team. It's a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sylvester. Next up, we have, I'd like to call on the administration of oath for Teresa Parano.
So I am truly delighted and honored to be administrating the oath of office to Teresa Pano. She works hard every day in our community, every day. And she didn't just start doing this when she got on the council. She's been doing this for more than 20 years. She's been on many boards and commissions. She runs circles around me. I used to think I did a lot of stuff, not compared to her. I'm telling you, she's a dynamo. And, you know, she got appointed in April to the council, which I was tickled by because I thought she was the perfect person at the perfect time. And then the community elected her in her own right, just recently in June. So she is now moving on to higher service for the betterment of our community. So let's get on with the show. This way I don't have to wear my glasses. I can actually see this. I'm just a little bit older than her. Okay, Teresa, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Teresa Pano,
I, Teresa Parano,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm
or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
We did it.
Welcome, Teresa Pano.
The last time was much easier. I don't think I had enough time to think about it when I was appointed. So Daly City, it's been my home my entire life. And my mom's here. And I said, I'm not going to cry, so I'm going to try not to. With my parents and my 6 brothers and sisters, and many cousins and relatives, I was born at 7 months. I always said 8, but my mom clarified she was 7 months pregnant when I was born at Mary's Health Hospital. And she brought me home. I was about under 3 pounds because the doctor said I wasn't going to survive. And my mom said, well, if she's going to die, I'm taking her home. So I want to thank you for taking me home. And thank you. And she used to spoon feed me. That's my problem, okay? She used to spoon feed me every hour. And I was just this little thing. And because my mom had faith, she always had faith. And it's not on my script, but I grew up watching my mom help the community. For those who came from Mexico, who didn't speak English and didn't know what to do, they would go to my mom, and my mom would help them. If it was a job or if it was to get health care. And as the years went by and has gone by, I've been honored to sing at many funerals. And when those families would come up to me and say, we loved your mom. She helped us. She helped us so much. And so I feel very strongly that it wasn't what my mom said, it was what my mom did and my dad. So I wanted to thank you because it's not every day that I have my mom here. So thank you, Mommy. Sorry. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank God. And I'd like to thank my husband who has put up with me every time I say I have a meeting. and then I'll say, I'll be home soon. He goes, after 11. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank my son. Okay, where am I looking? Over there. My son, Nick, please wave. My daughter, I'm going to go in order. Where are you? My daughter, Melissa, and my youngest son, Esteban. I'd like to thank my daughter-in-law. I have 2 great daughter-in-laws. Thank you for getting off the airplane. She is an airline stewardess, or what is it? United Airlines. And she got out of work today, so thank you so much. And my son, Freddie, who is, are you almost graduated now with the electrical, San Mateo County? So thank you. He's been, labor has been so kind to me. Labor, I want to take the time to thank Labor, San Mateo County Council. I'd like to thank the organizations that believed in me, that supported me, and that endorsed me. Because labor they are the people, right? The people of City of Daly City. So I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank all the new friends that I made. I'd like to thank the City of Daly City. When I first was appointed, I asked if I could meet all the city departments, and I did. And I got to meet the nicest people, the kindest people. I can't tell you, if you have a question, they are there to help. And I would like to just extend that to those who live here in Daly City. You need something, we have the best team here. So I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank my work family, Doug and Sarah Mortuary. Where are you? Oh, there's the boss. Hi, Dan. No, there's some of my coworkers. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. My church families, they have been very kind to me. I've been blessed to be able to sing at church and sing at many weddings and many funerals. And I've been honored to serve in that way to my community. I'd like to thank all those who I've worked with as well on different committees, different organizations that are numerous. But the most important is that we serve together. And I see those friends as well. I look back on these last 9 months since I applied and was honored to be appointed to the city council. I was very naive. I thought, well, it's just like one more step, in volunteering. It's a lot of work, but it's teamwork. And as Glenn said, if we work as a team, we can get a lot done. So I want to just say thank you to all those I've worked with in the city of Daly City and beyond as we volunteer to make Daly City a better place to live. And I will continue to work towards making Daly City the best place that we can make it, together with all of you, because we don't do anything alone. And many of you know I've called upon you to help, and you've always said yes. And so I want to just thank you all, every single one of you. And I see many of your faces that volunteer and make a difference in the city. So thank you very much. So I'd like to clap for all of you. Just going to throw in a little Spanish. En este momento quiero agradecer a todos los que me han ayudado con todo el corazón. Estoy bien agradecida. And the last thing I'd like to do is a portion of my Tagalog. So I can sing in Tagalog.
Sing it.
And I'm going to give you a little piece of my favorite song. My favorite song is Hindi Kita Malilimutan. That song was written for weddings, but I've sung it numerous times at funerals. And it means I will never forget you. So see if I can do it. Hindi kita malilimutan. Hindi kita papabayaan. Nakaukit magpakailanman sa aking palad ayang paggalang. So I will never forget any of you. I'd like to thank all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. That was so beautiful. Wow, let's give him another round of applause. Next up, we have the call for the administration oath for Danica Halverson.
Good evening, everyone. It's with immense pride and honor that I get to stand here and share this moment with my sister Danica. I have always looked up to her as an impressionable younger sister. I've always strived to emulate everything that she does. She has been an enduring inspiration, exemplifying leadership and responsibility. To this day, she remains a source of influence in my life, embodying care and commitment in everything she does. Her innate leadership qualities have always shone through, from organizing family functions to maintaining close connections between family and friends. She's the one we all turn to bring everyone together. I have seen her instill virtues of respect, honesty, empathy, responsibility, and kindness in her children. And I'm confident that Danica will excel in her elected duties, serving the community with integrity and unwavering commitment. Her dedication to bringing people together and acting in the best interests of the community is commendable. And I'm so proud to share this moment with you, and congratulations. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Danica Halverson, do solemnly swear or affirm
I, Danica Halverson, do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
I would like to thank my sister for administering my oath. We lost our father earlier this year, and she's been such a huge pillar of strength for our family. I'm thankful for my boys that are here and my family as well. Thank you to all the voters for your continued trust and support. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to serve once again. Your confidence in me means everything, and I'm excited to continue working on behalf of our community and all the people who rely on the work that we do. For over 21 years, I've had the honor to serve in Treasury, and I can honestly say that I've loved every minute of it. This past year in particular has been one of growth and achievement. I earned my certification as a certified public funds investment manager. I'm also proud to have been asked to serve on the Education Committee for the Association of Public Treasurers of the United States and Canada, in addition to my ongoing work in their membership committee. One of the most fulfilling parts of my work this year was serving as treasurer for Operation Santa Claus. It was a privilege to be a part of this incredible organization as they celebrated their 75th anniversary of spreading joy to families in need during the holiday season. Being a part of such an impactful cause reminds me why we do this work every day. Looking ahead, I'm filled with excitement that for what we will achieve together in this new term. There are many new opportunities on the horizon, and I'm eager to continue this journey with all of you. Thank you once again for your support and for being a part of this incredible journey. Let's keep moving forward together. Thank you.
Thank you, Danica. Congratulations once again. I'd like to call on for the administration of oath to Annette Hipona.
Let me just say a few words about Annette. Let me give you this. Okay. Let me put on my glasses. Let me just say it's my honor to give the oath of office for my friend Annette Hipona. Annette and I met in the early 2000s as she was passing out flyers about the proposed redevelopment affecting our working class neighborhood known as Original Daly City. She was concerned about Daly City officials using eminent domain as a tool against the small business, auto-related business shops, and property owners in the area bordered by Mission Street, Junipero Serra, John Daly Boulevard, and San Pedro Road to build high-rises. Also, Annette was concerned about Daly City taxpayers funding these developments and losing the working class character of this neighborhood. This fight led Annette to join other Daly City residents and residents from Northern and Southern California to bring this issue to the attention of Sacramento officials. As a result of their efforts, in 2012, Governor Brown eliminated all California redevelopment agencies. You may ask why Annette is so vigilant and protective regarding Daly City. Annette is a Daly City native daughter and first-generation California born to immigrants who came to America seeking a better life. Her brother established his family and business roots in Daly City. Annette knows very well and is aware of the everyday struggles to balance a very tight budget at home and make do with very little to raise her family, just like most immigrant families. Annette walks her neighborhood every day. She is known to be friendly to all her neighbors and strangers that she meets. She is a great resource when asked who to call for matters which need to be addressed, and follows up to ensure the issues have been taken care of and resolved. Annette has a strong belief in being of service to others due to how her parents raised their children. Both her mother, a registered nurse, and her father, an auto mechanic, were great examples of helping others. Annette has proven to execute the responsibilities of her elected office as the Daly City Clerk in a fair, transparent, and effective manner. To effectively serve the Daly City community, not only those individuals who voted for her in Daly City, with great equanimity. As one of her neighbors, I can attest that Annette will always be willing to be of service to you, and I thank you for this privilege, Annette. Now, for the serious. Repeat after me, raise your right hand. I, Annette Hipona,
I, Annette Hipona,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Annette,
Pardon me. Everyone needs a friend like Sylvia to remind them of what they've done and who they are. So I recommend you get one if you, or appreciate one if you can. So it is truly an honor to serve as your city clerk for another 4 years. Thank you to all the voters here in Daly City. I want to especially thank the ladies that work in my office. That would be Gail, Gwen, and Rebecca. I don't believe they're here tonight, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'd like to thank my family, my friends, and my husband, who is here in the audience. What I'd like to wish for everyone is to have a happy holiday and appreciate your family. Good night.
Thank you so much, Annette. Now we'll transition back to Councilmember Manalo for the presentation of city accomplishments and mayor's awards.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor. Good evening, everyone. 2024 has been such an amazing and successful year. While the City Council sets the vision and policy for the year, I want to say thank you to our city manager and staff of the respective departments that really are responsible for executing it. I want to highlight some of our city's accomplishments. With the Department of Finance and Administrative Services, we've received several awards and certifications. The Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for the 37th consecutive year. The Award of Financial Reporting Achievement and the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award, as well as the Certificate of Recognition for Budget Presentation from GFOA. Thank you to our Department of Finance and Administrative Services. For the Department of Economic and Community Development, the Jefferson Union High School District Ceremony Del Rey Campus Redevelopment Project was approved with double the amount of affordable housing that is currently required in the city's inclusionary housing ordinance. The housing element was certified as well as a corresponding measures including rezonings and objective design standards. Several new city events was established to improve community identity and small business promotion, such as the Legacy Business Celebration and the Top of the Hill Festival, putting Daly City on the map as a destination city. The Department of Recreation Services celebrated its 10th anniversary of Kasayahan sa Daly City, which marks a decade of fostering community pride and cultural exchange. Expanding active adult and senior programming to 5 locations across the city. And strengthened collaborations with local school districts to provide youth with free, accessible, after-school care and a summer program. The Department of Human Resources facilitated 11 citywide trainings that included anti-harassment, workplace violence prevention, and diversity and inclusion and unconscious bias. Installed first aid kits at all city facilities, administered 44 recruitments, hired 35 full-time employees and 96 part-time employees, hosted 7 events such as the walking event, service awards recognition, Halloween contest, and the toy drive and tree lighting in support of Operation Santa Claus. Our Daly City Police Department expanded civilian-led operations to better serve our community by maintaining a licensed mental health clinician, creating a crisis response unit, and starting a community service officer program, to name a few. Harness the evolution of technology in law enforcement to improve efficiency through the use of automated license plate readers, drones, and state-of-the-art software solutions, and participated in over 70 community events throughout the year in an effort to continuously build meaningful relationships with our community to increase trust and cooperation, including Reading Across America and National Night Out. Of notable mention is the Police Explorer program, which remains one of the most influential opportunities for the youth in our program, in our community. Let's give her a round of applause. The Daly City Public Library welcomed an average of 19,000 visits at our 4 neighborhood locations, loaned more than 14,000 print and media items to the community, and provided 5,500 electronic resources each month. Welcomed an average of 19,000 visits at 4 neighborhood locations, and provided 5,500 electronic resources each month, which I said, so let's give a round of applause for our Daly City Public Library. Now our North County Fire Authority completed and implemented accessibility software programs to make public education and community outreach materials available to hearing and visually impaired, utilizing multi-languages to better serve our diverse population. Achieved an overall customer satisfaction rating of 98% in delivering of emergency and non-emergency services, and a dispatch of time of 5 minutes and 26 seconds to all fire and medical emergencies. The Department of Public Works completed the Mission Streetscape project, a project that will help improve pedestrian safety while beautifying the corridor for nearby businesses. Completed mitigation work at Muscle Rock to address exposed debris of the landfill. Let's give a round of applause. The Department of Water and Wastewater Resources constructed and upgraded infrastructure at the wastewater treatment facility, which will result in thousands of dollars in savings in chemical costs every year, and created a safer work environment for employees while protecting the sensitive electronic equipment from corrosive gases at the facility. developed the Utility Rate Assistance Program to help hundreds of low-income customers every year with their financial assistance to meet their water and solid waste bills. Let's go. And the Office of the City Manager produced regular public service announcements as an additional way for community members to connect with us, learn about how to combat loneliness and social isolation, which was declared as a public health crisis by the City Council earlier this year. Also, it was a record year for our inaugural events, such as Lunar New Year, the Samoan and American Samoan flag raising, Hip Hop Day, Dia de los Muertos, and our Italian flag raising. The city also established its second sister city partnership with Izumuzano City in Japan. And lastly, just this past week on December 9th, the City Council unanimously supported the establishment of the Daly City's Women's Commission. Yes, let's give it a round of applause. Establishing a Women's Commission is a testament of Daly City's commitment to the empowerment of all women and girls in our city, and it is long overdue. So I want to thank every staff member, every participant from our community, everyone for really an incredible 2024. Thank you so much. At this time, I do want to acknowledge some of our commissioners in the audience and also some of our directors. Arts and Culture Commissioner Arlene Das Magwawal. Arts and Culture Commissioner Elizabeth Espinda. Arts and Culture Commissioner Nancy Rodriguez. Our Library Board of Trustees, Gary Pacheco. On our Personnel Board, Perla Arberientos, Tita Perla. Miss Marian Mann. Tony Bayuden. On our Planning Commission, Cheryl Kwasai-Qatar. Tom Nuris. Ray Satori. Thank you. And also to our amazing staff that we have here. We have our city manager, Tom Piccolotti. Assistant to the city manager, Leilani Ramos. Office of the City Manager staff, Angie Sarmeno and Rihanna Mariano. We have our Acting Police Chief, Cameron Christensen. Public Library Director, Chella Anderson. Director of Wastewater and Wastewater, Joshua Cosgrove. Director of Human Resources, Natalie Sakal. Director of Public Works, Richard Chu. Fire Chief, Ron Myers. Director of Economic and Community Development, Tatum Mothershead. Director of Finance and Administrative Services, Tim Nevin. Many of those that I mentioned really have done amazing work, and we want to just say thank you for all of them. I want to say one thing that my children say, and I think they're there in the audience, and they say, teamwork. Go ahead, Ethan. Teamwork makes the dream work. And this is what we see in our Daly City community with staff, the council, working all together. Thank you so much.
Next, we have the 2024 Mayor's Awards. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. This is an opportunity for me to highlight community members that have done outstanding in our community. And so my first award is Outstanding Citizen of the Year to our one and only Supervisor David Canepa. We know that he has truly been there for our community day in and day out when he had served on the council, but most importantly, as he moved into the role as Board of Supervisor. It's really for your exceptional dedication to improving the quality of life for our citizens here in Daly City. I want to also acknowledge his beautiful wife, Consul General Anna, that's here with him, and his handsome young man over there, Piero. Through his leadership and tireless advocacy, David has secured $59,973,595 in funding for a variety of initiatives benefiting our community. I mean, that is huge because it funded a variety of initiatives benefiting our community. His efforts have supported local nonprofits, churches, bolstered programs with the Jefferson Union and Jefferson Elementary School districts, and it really has contributed to vital projects in our community. I am so grateful to be able to work alongside you and pushing for projects such as the Vista Grande Watershed Project, which you've helped fund, improvements to the Midway Village to creating more affordable housing together, and also enhancing Gellert Park. Remember all of those amazing enhancements at Gellert Park. So thank you so much for always being there and being a partner together, Supervisor. Also, David, our supervisor, has championed initiatives like age-friendly cities and Got Wheels, really for our older adults. And I'm so grateful to also partner with you on that. He also created, if those of you don't remember, a committee, which I'm so grateful to sit on back when we are trying to make sure Seton Hospital remained in our community. And so thank you for that insight and letting me join you in that endeavor to ensure Seton remains in our community. And you know, we talked about the Top of the Hill Festival. I just want to say thank you. I know last minute, he was at a platinum sponsor at $30,000 for Top of the Hill Festival. Your unwavering commitment to Daly City, Supervisor, I'm so grateful for your leadership and being such a great friend, continues to really make a double impact to our community. So it is truly my honor to give you this Outstanding Citizen of the Year.
Thank you very much, Mayor. It's truly an honor, and I want to thank you for your partnership. I want to thank the council for your collaboration, and I also want to thank the city manager of Daly City, and that's Tom Piccolotti. You know, make no mistake about it, when I first was on the Board of Supervisors, one of the things that I clearly realized is that there was a gap in the delivery of services in North San Mateo County. You'd hear it time and time again. And one of the things that I was acutely focused on in my first 8 years, and then probably beyond, is to make sure that Daly City was never, ever forgotten. While we're at the northern part of the county, we are a part of San Mateo County. We're not just a gateway. And so I take great pride in my wonderful staff, and I want to recognize my staff that are here tonight. Many of you worked with Tony Bayuden. Tony's an incredible person. I also want to recognize Haywan. Thank you, Haywan. A majority of my staff, there's one person who left, but she went to lead on what was mentioned, the Age-Friendly Commission. But I've been very fortunate to have all my staff stay with me. And I want to recognize Bill Silverfarb. I know Mike Richardson is here. I also want to recognize Brad Murdoch, Jet. These are the public servants who really do the work. And so I'm just grateful. Really, Mayor, it's truly an honor. And I just want people to recognize we have an incredible city council. We have an incredible city manager. And so these are the people. I live in Daly City. They represent us, but they always have what's right for this city. And for those of you who live outside of Daly City, we love you too. But this is a wonderful place. I want to recognize my wonderful wife, Ana Valenzuela, Consul General of El Salvador. I want to recognize my son, Piero, who's now 7. And then finally, I want to recognize someone who's really had a profound impact in my life. My father was just an incredible man. He dedicated in North County and Pacifica, dedicated about 30 years through sports and coaching. And then my mom, who many of you know, is Dee Canepa. And Dee's energy, her ability to bring people together, but to really stand on value-based, on value-based merits is something that I'm very fortunate. I'm fortunate for my parents, and I'm very fortunate to be here to accept this word. God bless you and have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice President Supervisor Canepa. And now I'd like to bring up our Outstanding Artist of the Year. Shortcut Jonathan Cruz. Jonathan Cruz, professionally known as DJ Shortcut, is a Daly City native and renowned DJ recognized for his versatility across multiple genres. He has performed on some of those world's biggest stages and is a prominent member of the San Francisco DJ crew, Invisible, Scratch Pickles, and also just wanted to give our love to him as far as his resilience. We are so grateful that you are here with us. There has been many times that we've called out to you to do community events. And I remember when we opened Gellert Park, you were there with us. And so, we know in 2024 wasn't an easy year for you, but you are here with us in health, and I know that we were all praying for you. And this moment today is so special because you're with us here in community. And there was an outpouring support from you from all over, from the music industry, from the community, to make sure. And so this is what resilience is about. Our dear Shortcut had suffered a stroke, but he is now here with us. And this is what you talk about, resilience. And we're so grateful for everything that you have done to put Daly City on the map as a Jefferson High School really alumni, right? And so thank you so much. It's my great honor to present you Outstanding Artists of the Year. Working? Yes.
Thank you. I'm so honored. First off, Daly City made me straight up, you know. So thankful. Thank you to the city of Daly City, Madam Mayor. Thank you so much. All the council members of Daly City, thank you so much. To my friends and family, thank you for being supportive. Thank you to my parents, especially. I want to acknowledge my parents because, you know, as a Filipino, you know, we're either doctors or, you know, expectations. But thank you for letting me make noise in the house and being supportive of my passion and my career. And I want to thank God to still be here, and accept this award and this honor. Yeah, like Mayor Manalo said, I suffered a hemorrhagic stroke like a day after I performed at the Hollywood Bowl, and I'm just thankful to still be here, and I try to represent Daly City whenever I can around the world. You know what I mean? So, for those of you who don't know, Daly City has a rich and deep history of hip hop culture, especially in the DJ world. A lot of famous DJs come from Daly City, if you didn't know. And as a breakdancer, starting off in elementary school, all the records I collected, I ended up taking up DJing, going to Policita middle school, and started a sound system, doing mobile parties, doing weddings and all that stuff, and I tried to perfect my craft in high school at Jefferson. All my years in Jefferson, and I'm thankful that it kept me out of trouble. So, but I was able to take that passion, and I'm so grateful and thankful that it took me around the world as a hip hop DJ, just to be able to be recognized by my city. I'm very, very thankful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you there. Come on, baby. Thank you. Where's Giselle? Oh. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Go to Papa. Papa, Mama has to finish the awards. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Hi.
Thank you for that warm hi, Ethan. Thank you so much for sharing Mommy this year, okay? You and Giselle. I'm so grateful. Now we will move on to our Outstanding Small Business of the Year. Salugs. Have you eaten at Salugs? Silog's is a Filipino restaurant in Daly City known for its authentic Filipino breakfast dishes, particularly Silog meals, which combine garlic fried rice, eggs, and various proteins. The establishment has become a local favorite for its flavorful offerings and contribution to the culinary diversity of the area. And I'd like to bring up the owners. Shall Gillette, please come up. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
First of all, I thank God for this recognition. I was I got a message from our good mayor last week, and when I was coming up, I realized, oh my God, this is a big deal. And so, first, I'd like to thank everyone, especially the council members, Mayor Manalo, Vice Mayor, and the rest of the council members. I watch you every week, and when I was here, I'm like, oh my God, I'm starstruck. Everyone's here. So this is such an honor, but I believe tonight is a celebration of Daly City, and it is an opportunity, a great opportunity that I was able to immigrate here, and the rest of my family back 28 years ago. Our business has been operating for the last 18 years in Daly City. And during that time, Jollibee was just open. And I told myself, as a Filipino immigrant, if they can do it, I have an opportunity in this city. And sure enough, it has given me opportunity to share our culture, our tradition. And so whenever I travel, I don't know, I'm sure you have traveled. And when people ask me where I'm from, I don't say San Francisco. Because the majority of us would say, where are you from? I'm from San Francisco. I say, I'm from Daly City. And I get to educate them what Daly City is about. So if you get to go somewhere and get asked, where are you from? I hope you can say, I'm from Daly City. And when they ask, where's that? Oh, you have to know about Daly City. And again, thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to my very short message. But I love this city. I'm a Jeff head. And the establishment that we're now on is just right next to my high school stomping ground, and it's an amazing feeling being there, and it's just it's a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Lugs for Small Business of the Year. Now we're moving on to our Outstanding Medium Business of the Year, and it is Ling Nam Restaurant. Ling Nam Restaurant is a well-established eatery in Daly City, celebrated for its traditional Filipino cuisine. But for many, many years, the restaurant has been a staple in the community, offering a variety of dishes that attracts both locals and visitors, contributing to the city's rich cultural tapestry. And I just want to say thank you. I want to bring up Tony Lim, who also is one business owner that always also likes to give back to the community. And so it's my honor to present this to Ling Nam Restaurant. Oh, hello. And we have our amazing artist here. Roland Abante. Did you see him on American Idol? America's Got Talent. Oh, America's Got Talent. So we have a celebrity here with us. Oh. But thank you for all that you do. I think Lingnam is definitely a staple as we see many nods here. Thank you so much. Nods here in our community. That there's been a lot of meals at your restaurant over the decades. And thank you all that you do to give back in our community. Thank you. You.
Okay, I just want to say thank you to all the support for 34 years. And thank you for Mayor Manalo. That's all. Thank you.
Oh, 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 okay. Oh, okay. Oh, well, safe travels to where are you headed? To the Philippines. Oh my goodness. Yes, if you've watched America's Got Talent and his story is so phenomenal. Thank you so much. Okay. I got a little helper with me today. All right. And now we're moving on to our outstanding large business of the year. Let's take a wild guess. Can everyone guess? Large business? Okay. It is Saramonte Center. Saramonte Center is a major shopping mall in Daly City, serving as a central hub for retail, dining, and community events. Its a wide array of stores and services has made it a significant contributor to the local economy and gathering place for residents. I know that there's many memories also we've had at Ceremony, and so I'd like to give this honor to Ceremony Center. And we have Marie from Saramonte Center representing. And a whole team. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Manager. Hi, hello. Oh, that's what you feel when you're at ceremony. See that? Thank you.
Okay. Hold on. I was going to take a selfie. So good evening, everyone. I'm Marie Larosa, and I'm here with Jennifer Levy, Jackie Wallace, and Anna Steva. Women power right here. So it is truly an honor to accept the Mayor's Outstanding Large Business of the Year on behalf of Ceremony Center, a Regency Center's property. This recognition is not just a testament of the work that we do, but to the incredible community. I'm shaking. Too many people. We serve and the partnerships we've built along the way. Can I put this down? There you go. We believe that businesses thrive when they are deeply rooted in our community. And at Ceremony Center, we are also committed to not only driving economic growth, but also making a positive impact on the lives of those around us. So this award would not be possible without the dedication and hard work of not just us, but we also have our security, our maintenance, and everyone on the whole ceremony team. There's a whole slew of us. And the support of our loyal customers and the collaboration with city leaders and fellow businesses. So to all of you, thank you for believing in our vision and standing by us as we grow together. And a very heartfelt thank you to Mayor Jesslyn Manalo, to the City Council, for all your support. I mean, seriously, like, thank you for coming to all the ribbon cuttings, everything, every single event. We love and appreciate you guys. I mean, always. That's it. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna do a quick selfie.
Oh, selfie? Okay. Oh yeah, Marie selfie.
We have to. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think I'm gonna make a decision to make this more expeditious. I'm gonna move right here so I don't have to keep going back up. And thank you, City Attorney. And so now we will move on to our next awardee. So we have our Outstanding Commissioner of the Year, Ray Satori. Ray Satori has been recognized for his dedicated service as a commissioner in Daly City, his commitment to civic duties, and efforts to improve community services have made a positive impact on the city's development and governance. Governance is Commissioner Ray Satori. Please come up.
Good evening to each and every one of you. The honorable members, city council members, the honorable mayor, my fellow commissioners, and ladies and gentlemen. I can see Supervisor uh, David Canepa. He was the first recipient of my advocacy, the Voting Rights Act. You remember that? Well, my wife said, don't speak anymore about politically, or just say something about the American spirit. And I have something here. I'm going to read this, Mayor, a poem, just for a change. Is this working? Test. Oh. I have a poem here. My college days is coming back. You know, I love reading poems, and I have a poem here called Invictus, written by William Ernest Handy. And to quote, out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the pale clots of circumstance, I have not wings nor cried aloud. My head is bloody, but not unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. Beyond yet the menace of the years pines and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged the punishment scroll. I am the master of my fate, and I am the captain of my soul. With this, Your Honor, thank you very much for my award. Thank you.
That poem. Thank you. Thank you for that poem, Commissioner Satori. And now we will move on to our next award, Outstanding Woman of the Year, Tita Perla Abarrientos. Perla Abarrientos is a prominent figure in Daly City known for her extensive community service. She has actively been involved in organizations contributing to initiatives that support and uplift residents, particularly with the Filipino Bainihan Resource Center.
Wow. This is amazing.
Well deserved. Oh, okay.
Thank you. Really, this is wonderful. I don't know what to say, but thank you very much for selecting me among the many deserving women in Daly City. Thank you for that. So, Mayor Jacqueline Manalo, Vice Mayor Dr. Mayoral, members of the Daly City City Council, Mr. Glenn Sylvester, Mrs. Oranio, Teresa, and Miss Pamela Jagubiane. Thank you. Thank you for another year serving Daly City. I know I love Daly City, so I'm glad you are still driving okay. Right. Okay, tonight, I'm just so proud to accept this award. I hope I deserve it. I had been in this city for a while, and most of them called me Tita, all of them, and some called me Grandma, which is true. And this is a very rewarding award for me, and what a wonderful gift. And I think this is my early present for my 90th birthday. See, advance birthday to me, right? Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for all the things you have done for our city. And I'm so proud that I'm very part of it. And the Filipino community, I have seen them having really working hard to make this city go forward. And I saw it's be the greatest progress because of so many restaurants that is along the wherever you go, it's Filipino restaurants that make this city great. So please go to that restaurant. They're great. Okay? Filipino foods are great. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas to all and a wonderful New Year.
Congratulations, Tita Perla. I'll use this mic. All right. Moving on to our next awardee, Outstanding Organization of the Year, Daly City History Guild. The Daly City History Guild is dedicated to preserving and promoting the rich history of Daly City through exhibitions, educational programs, and community outreach. The organization fosters an appreciation for the city's heritage among its residents and visitors. And you have to visit them at Top of the Hill. So let's give a warm of applause for the Daly City History Guild. Hey, congratulations. Yeah. Oh. Yes, please. The whole crew. Please come up. Almost the whole crew.
Do we have anybody else from the Guild in the audience tonight?
We do.
Okay, Bill Hamilton,
Please come
on
up.
forward.
All right.
You want to come in just
Okay,
one?
I'll go right here. There we go. Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you for all the work that you do. Preserving our history here in Daly City and educating all of our community. So
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to the council. Thank you to everyone. For those of you who don't know, we do have a history museum in Daly City. 6351 Mission Street. It's the old public library, top of the hill. We're open every Saturday, noon to 3 p.m. We are all volunteers who staff it. We have no paid staff, and we would love for you to come up and see us. Again, noon to 3. We have a website, dalycityhistorymuseum.org. We would love for you to become members. We need you. Please support your local community. We hope to be doing a lot more in the new year. And in fact, the dear lady in the front, Perla Abarientos, who said she's 90 years old but doesn't look a day over 89 and a half, she is going to be our featured... Perla and I have known each other for years, so she's a good sport. She's going to be our featured speaker, and she will be speaking on January the 19th, a Sunday, in Westlake Park in the Pacelli Gym Complex. She will be presenting a personal remembrance, Daly City Filipino community.
Wow.
It's a long, rich, and wonderful history. She will be presenting it. We do 4 meetings a year. They're down in the park. We'd love to have you come. They are free and open to the public. Our website, dalycityhistorymuseum.org, and our Facebook page of the same name. Check us out. Thank you very much.
thank you very much, President Mark, for that. And come check them out. It is really amazing. Congratulations. I do see some friends in the audience. I want to say hello to my friend Dawn Cecil here. Hello, thank you for being here. And also, Rovi, thank you for being here this evening. And also to our dear friend, Daniel Lee, hello. Thank you so much. We're now moving on to our Outstanding Philanthropic Organization of the Year. And its 75th anniversary, Operation Santa Claus. Operation Santa Claus. Let's give a round of applause. For 75 years, Operation Santa Claus is a charitable initiative that focuses on providing joy to underprivileged families during the holiday season. Can you believe that for 75 years, through donations and community involvement, the organization ensures that those in need experience the generosity and joy of the spirit of Christmas. And for those of you, if you have not been able to participate in Operation Santa Claus, it's really what Christmas is all about giving and really being able to provide. And I want to say thank you for the committee here that has been tremendous in keeping Operation Santa Claus alive for 75 years. A huge congratulations to all of the work that you all do. And when you talk about community, bringing communities together, it's such a joyful experience. So thank you. Congratulations to Operation Santa Claus and its 75th anniversary as well. Round of applause. Is it good? Or go down? Okay. Right next to it? Perfect.
Oh my God.
Perfect with the Christmas ambiance.
Everybody smile. My good side?
Just like that. One more squeeze time.
Closer.
Here, you turn this. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. Do like this. Come on, Chief. Squeeze in there. Yep, this looks good. Last one. We all see together. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. I'd like to thank the council and everybody for the award. We appreciate it. The Operation Santa Claus Committee, we worked hard all year long, and it's fully volunteer. We all volunteer our time. We enjoy what we do. We love what we do, but it takes volunteers like you also to help us out, and we get support from the community with toys that are donated. Daly City and Broadmoor and Coma, you guys are very generous with toys. So without you, it wouldn't happen. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. We are now moving on to our outstanding volunteers of the year. The first volunteer I'd like to honor for outstanding volunteer of the year is Nancy Rodriguez. Nancy Rodriguez is a dedicated member of the Daly City Arts and Culture Commission, and she has been a volunteer for her tireless efforts in promoting community engagement and cultural enrichment. Through her work on the commission, she has played a pivotal role in organizing events that celebrate the city's diversity, including Daly City's inaugural Day of the Dead celebration at City Hall. Oh, okay. Oh.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you, and I'm humbled to receive this and appreciative. And I think that at the end of the day, the work I do during the day and the work I do as a volunteer is all about community. And it's about uplifting our community, especially as I went around and seen a lot of the Latino businesses that were so forthcoming with what they gave us. I was really impressed, and I really do believe that they were appreciative that we were having the Dia de los Muertos event. But again, it's all teamwork with Arlene and Elizabeth and Dory with Arts and Culture Commission. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. And our another outstanding volunteer of the year is Cheryl Qatar, chair of the Daly City's Planning Commission. She's been honored for her unwavering dedication and her community advocacy. Through her leadership on the commission, she's contributed to the Daly City, ensuring it aligns with the needs of the residents. Beyond her role, she has demonstrated commitment through her support through volunteer efforts, including healthcare initiatives and participating in impactful projects that lift and empower Daly City's diverse population. Okay, thank you. now we have our Youth of the Year. Woo! Let's give it up for our youth. Maxwell Espinoza. Espinola has been recognized for his achievements and contributions as a young leader in Daly City and a member of Daly City's Youth Poet Laureate program. His creative talents and dedication to storytelling have made an integral part of the Daly City's cultural initiatives, inspiring his peers and fostering a deep appreciation for the arts within community. Please welcome Maxwell Espinola. Congratulations. Okay.
I just want to thank Mayor Manalo for presenting me with this award. And I want to thank, first off, I would like to thank my family, my wonderful parents, and my sister. I'd also like to thank DCPLA, Victoria, for giving me this opportunity to become a Youth Poet Laureate. And above all, I'd like to thank our youth, because when I first started up, writing poetry, it was something that troubled me, because I would see the sky, I would see the stars dancing on the midnight ocean, and I would look down at my notebook and tear away pages, because it felt like some divine force was holding me back, some inexperience. But it made me realize that youthful inexperience is not a weakness, but it's a blessing, because only with the eyes of an outsider can someone look out and see. Can someone look out at the midnight ocean and the sky and see them as one and ponder how they can sail out into the stars and beyond? So with that, I want to say thank you to the youth and thank you to Daly City.
Thank you so much for those really amazing words, Maxwell, and really, speaking truth to power. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. He opened up our Top of the Hill Festival. So, and I also want to bring up our Outstanding Youth of the Year. It's always hard, but this organization has been great. They've been putting on and organizing. If you talk about learning how to organize as young people, it is the Daly City Chinese Youth Committee. Please give them a warm of applause. The Daly City Chinese Youth Committee is a youth organization that engages in cultural, educational, and community service activities. Their efforts promote cultural understanding and provide valuable services to the Daly City community, highlighting positive impact of youth involvement. Please come up. There you go. Yeah, thank you so much for all that you do and your volunteerism. Your program has been amazing.
Good evening to the mayor, vice mayor, council members, city staff, guests, and community members. On behalf of the Daly City Chinese Youth Committee, which is a high school organization within the Jefferson Union High School School District that strives to promote and educate Chinese culture to our surroundings and our community, we have currently hosted city events like our annual Children's Day event at Geller Park and tabled at multiple city events aiming to educate and spread Chinese culture to kids in a fun and interesting way. We would like to thank all of you so much for honoring us with the Outstanding Youth of the Year award, and we would not be here without you all. Initially, we did not think that the high school students were able to make an impact, so we would like to thank everyone for their patience and willingness to listen and to support our mission and goals.
We would like to especially thank Mr. Wong, our organization advisor, Leilani Denise Romeo, the Daly City Recreation Department, City Council and staff, Felicia, Victoria, and all of the local businesses and organizations for always believing in us and partnering with us for these past 3 years. Our goal initially was solely to promote Chinese culture within the youth of Daly City, but little did we know that we could initiate a bigger impact, collaborating with the city and being granted many opportunities to volunteer and promote our mission. Thank you so much, and we are looking forward to further our outreach and collaboration within the city and our community.
So much. Congratulations. Our future is definitely bright here in Daly City. All right, we're down to our 3 awards left, and I want to bring up an employee that probably doesn't know because I hid the awards from them, and that's why they don't know about this. I'd like to bring up first Outstanding Employee of the Year to Leilani Ramos. Woo! You know, they organized the awards, and I was like, this time, how am I going to let them know that? So I had to pick it up and everything. But I wanted to say thank you so much, Leilani. You know, she is such a hard worker day in and day out. She thinks quickly on her feet and has really been tremendous in this year as a mayor and really just been there day in and day out. So Leilani, this is really a thank you for all that you've done for our whole Daly City community and for all your hard work. Is that a surprise? Yes. Okay. Okay, I was trying to make it a surprise.
Thank you, Mayor Manalo, for your leadership this year. And I just want to thank the entire Daly City community because without you, our work wouldn't mean anything. So thank you again. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Leilani. And out of the employees, last but not least, I want to bring up our city manager, Tom Piccolotti, for Outstanding Employee of the Year. I've mentioned this to him before. You know, he's a coach, right, of a football team or whatnot. But I really mentioned that really your leadership is truly what shows here in the city of Daly City. You've been able to bring everyone together, all the city departments. And so I wanted to acknowledge that. And that is really amazing for you as a leader on our executive team. So I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, really as a great partner here. You know, you taking exactly what a vision is or what our policies are and bringing it to fruition. Surprise? Yeah, I try to hide it from you.
You did very good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say that the great leadership that we have, it's easy to execute the vision of the council members who represent 100 and some odd thousand people, and it's an honor and a privilege to serve this community and those that represent. And I'd like to also say that the staff from top to bottom, my department heads, each and every one of you. I could name all of you right now, but you know who you are. But I got to tell you that without that kind of strong staff and backbone, we don't execute any of the council's vision. So great job to all of you. I accept this only for all of the staff of Daly City. So thank you, Mayor, for recognizing that. Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't that what a true coach says? Thank you so much to our city manager for all the tremendous work. And so I just want to say, I'm done with the mayor's awards, but I've done a personal award that I've purchased on my own that is a surprise. The work that I do cannot be done without my family. And so I want to bring up my children, Ethan and Giselle. You can now come up, babies. I know you've been trying to... I would like you to present with me, okay? This is your opportunity to present. I just want to bring up my husband, Eloid Palamo, because he is a true partner. When I'm out there in events, it's the same question that Councilmember Proano's husband probably says, "Oh, how long is the meeting? 11?" He was like, "No, it's not going to be 11." But he's been a true partner in my life. And so this is Outstanding Father of the Year. And then for the very last but not least, and you can stay up here, kids, is that, so my mom and dad, they came to Daly City, and my mom's looking at me right now. Oh no, she's like, what are you doing? Because she is the most humble. Even today, she sat in the last row. I said, "Mom, you have a seat right in front," And this is where I really thank my also community service, keeping me grounded and humble, is really coming from my parents who, have come here in 1988 from South of Market, San Francisco, but we have been here since 1988. And they have taught me really about faith, about giving back to others. I could not do their work without them. So when I have to be at events, they have sometimes the children. So the work that I do here is actually a family effort. And a lot of you know that. And so this is a surprise for them. And I purchased this, Mom and Dad, for you. And this is the mayor's outstanding parents. So I'll go to them. See how they're not going to even come up? This is just... Oh. Thank you, Mom, Dad. I love you guys. Okay. Yeah, you're here. See, they don't even want to get up. Just stand up. It's okay. I know. Okay. Okay, come forward. Okay. There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is, I want to thank everyone that was here to honor all of our awardees. Really exceptional. Each and every one of you make what Daly City is so special. So thank you. Like we said, together we are Daly City, and each and every one of you make that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Manalo, for awarding and giving acknowledgement to all the people, organizations, top to bottom, left to right, of people's work and commitment to our community. Next up, we're here to see the leadership for next year, and I'd like to call for nominations for the office of the mayor.
Vice Mayor Das Magbuwal, thank you for this opportunity. I'd like to nominate wholeheartedly you, Mr. Vice Mayor, for the seat of mayor.
And I will accept the nomination. I'd like to call for any more nominations for the position of, or office of the mayor.
Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, so that we maintain protocol.
Oh, yeah.
I would say there was a motion on the floor. I'd like to second that motion.
Oh, that's right.
Point of order for discussion, may I?
Mm-hmm.
Through the chair. Just for the record, I just want to say that this is definitely not against Dr. Rod as vice mayor going into mayor. I just wanted to have it for the record that this is my second term of being here, and it's not about me. It's about process and democracy and respecting each one of us were elected by the people. And then I just attended Colma, South San Francisco, and they actually do the rotation as a general law city. And even if they disagree with one another through the year, they still hold true to that of whatever they do in the rotation. So I know that this, again, is something that is not going to be this time. And I do hope that going forward, that we can go back to that, like the other cities, and respect that it's the people that voted for each of us. So this is my 7th year. And again, it's not about me, it's about process and democracy. And I want all of that on the record. And I just want to say that with that. And then at the last time we were doing this, it was Councilmember Sylvester that stood up for me at the last rotation, who said that I was the only one that was not nominated. And he did do that out of truth, honesty, and inclusion. So I don't know why the change in this time, but I just want that for the record. So thank you very much, and you can close that. And again, I look forward to working with you and leadership, and as we move forward in the next year, maybe we can do a reset and put back into place what South San Francisco and what they have done, and Colma and our other brothers and sisters, colleagues have done, and respect that office as elected members by the people. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your comments, Councilmember DiGiovanni. If there are no further nominations, I'd like to open up public comment. I know we have one speaker card from Kalima Salahuddin. So Kalima, come on down.
Hello. It's been a really honor to be here, and I, in my history, has just stepped off of the Jefferson Union High School board after 12 years of service, and I've worked really closely with all of you, and all of you have made an impact on my life, on my children's lives. You know, Teresa Pano, you handed my daughter a scholarship. Mayor Manalo, we've done a lot of things together in the city. Recently with Rod and seeing everything that his daughter has been able to do. And then I've done a lot of things with Pam in our school district, including everything that we did with the food bank and with vaccinations and with testing. And, as an elected official, I'm first to say I'm imperfect, and I would not take away someone's right to serve in a role that they've been elected for unless there was something written down that all members had agreed to. And so I always come to this, and this is always the part of the night where it goes down because we have this ongoing issue of the rotation. And I'm just calling for taking the I out of team and all of us working together moving forward. Even though I'm not in my role, I continue to want to serve Daly City and serve all of you together and work with all of you together and remove this one thing that is a hurdle from us working together as a united front and allow Pam back into the rotation. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Kalima. Okay. So we have a motion and we have a second. I would like to call for a roll call vote.
If we can just
Mr.
close
Mayor, if I-
nominations. Motion to close nominations, I'm sorry.
I'd like to make a motion
Oh,
that
yeah.
we close the nominations at this time.
Second?
Okay. Can I have a voice? Can I have a voice vote call, please?
Roll call.
A roll call vote, please. Sorry about that.
Ms. DiGiovanni?
I'm not voting no because I respect the office, but I have to abstain because we not only have to, we have to be inclusive. We say we have love, not hate in our city. We have all these commissions on inclusion, and we have not practiced it. And as elected officials, we should own up to that. And for those people that are silent tonight, and especially our new members who know what equality is, this is not equality, this is not inclusion, this is not any of that for the last even 7 years. So, but I abstain. Thank you. For the record.
Ms. Manalo?
Aye.
Ms. Parano?
Aye.
Mr. Sylvester?
Glenn Sylvester, aye.
Dr. Rod?
Aye. So with that, I'd like to call on my son to offer the oath of office. Rason das magbuhat.
Oh, Razon. Oh, they're matching.
Oh, microphone. Here we go. We'll just do this. Oh. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
I'll see.
Check. Check 1, 2. All right. I feel like I'm about to go rap or something.
Okay, raise your right hand. No, raise your right hand. Okay. I state your name.
Dr. Rod Das Magbuhat.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely,
That I take this obligation freely.
without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion,
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Good job.
Aww. Aww.
Oh, you can't take the mic, huh? So I have a few words, if I could find it. Okay. Whew. So I take this position with a sense of sacredness. This position of counsel, this position of leadership is sacred to me. And there are rituals that we do as leaders. And when I entered this position, I felt like this position was chosen for me years ago. I come from ancestors that have changed, that have led revolutions, both here and the United States. And I just feel like it's in my heart that I want to just thank the ancestors. I also want to thank my friends and family at home and abroad, from those in Canada all the way to the Philippines, to my ancestral community in Badok, Ilocos Norte. 2024 has been a hard year, especially for me and my family, especially my dad, that's in Riverside, California. He's been battling leukemia. His girlfriend, Tita Mila. I also want to, my dad's name is Amante Salviejo Magbual. I want to thank my brother, Manong Richard, or Dr. Richard Magbual, his wife, Denise Martin, and my nieces, Zoe and Zara. My Mighty Magbual family all across the country. My Rania clan that's around the world as well. The Doss family that has supported me and held me up. I want to thank my family and friends who came in person to witness the milestone in my life, my barangay, my community, Pinoy Pinay Educational Partnerships. Folks from the Kababayan Learning Community, I think I've seen some of my students out here. Where are they at? I especially want to thank my core, my wife, Dr. Arlene Das Magbual. Some people always say, like, oh, when I was mayor back in 2022, they'd be like, you know who the real mayor is. So she always keeps me accountable. My eldest child, Amianan Das Magbual, and my son, Rason Nakam Das Magbual. Thank you. Thank you, Rason, for delivering the oath of office. I thought you were going to say, do you solemnly, or was it salami? I was like, oh, but don't mess me up with the salami now. Solemnly, okay? To my kids, remember this moment as memories dedicated to transforming the lives of our family, community, and the world. Serving the people is sacred work. It transcends myself and embodies those who came before me, who I currently work with, and my descendants. So before I begin, I want to honor the ancestors who have paved the way for me. My late mother, Virginia La Cuesta Rania Magbual. In the house, we have the husband of the late Pinay historian, Dr. Buhulana Mabalon, who's Jesse over here. One of my closest friends who passed away a few years ago, Dr. Gwen Agustin Nadora. My uncle who passed away in the Philippines, Uncle Leo Salviejo Magbual. And a person that is a recent ancestor and who's celebrating their heavenly birthday today, my auntie Nida Perano. And I also want to, I know Allison and her family, the Tintianco, Gose Tintianco clan is out there, and I also want to send my love to Auntie Esther Gose Tintianco, who also passed about a month ago. But I especially want to acknowledge a couple of my closest friends and recent ancestors, Dr. Jonathan Gen Magat, and Mark Stephen Aquino. I wouldn't be the educator I am today without the work, charisma, energy that they bestowed on me over the past 15 years. And I just want to say that I love them. All these ancestors, what they have in common is how they showed up and served their patients as nurses, students, their community and family. In honoring them, I want to share my 3 S's of sacred leadership as mayor for Daly City in 2025, which is solicitude, servitude, and service. So I'm going to get really nerdy, y'all. I'm going to use a French theorist from the critical theory thought of and I used him in my dissertation. He talked about solicitude. And French philosopher Paul Ricoeur defined solicitude as the fruit of the exchange between esteem for oneself and solicitude for others. This exchange authorizes us to say that I cannot have self-esteem unless I have esteem for others. Solicitude derives from the same legacies as Pakikipagkapwa, Ubuntu, or the Mayan philosophy in Lakesh. Chicano poet Luis Valdez expressed, "You are my other me. If I do harm to you, I do harm to myself. If I love and respect you, I love and respect myself." Being on council, and especially in the role of mayor, it represents a sacred position. I promise to represent the qualities of solicitude in my leadership, to see myself with my community, and to see my community in myself, to listen intently, and to move with the community in mind. The second S in the 3 S of sacred leadership is stewardship. Stewardship is the responsibility of planning, management, and the care of resources entrusted to one's care. The late Martin Luther King said, "An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity." This quote underscores the importance of considering broader societal needs, aligning with the principles of stewardship and social justice. I'll do my best in working with my fellow council members, staff, and especially the Daly City community to carefully and intentionally work with them in 2025. And the last S is service. And I want to bring in another ancestor, Black feminist scholar, Bell Hooks. No, bring it up, Bell Hooks. Yeah. Bell Hooks explains service as committed acts of caring to create conditions for freedom. Many of us fight for equity, but me being in this position and working with my council members and understanding a critical history of all people of oppressed backgrounds, we are fighting for freedom. And with the upcoming year is a year of promise. It's a potential to involve our communities. And there's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be coming down our pipeline, but I believe in our power of community, the power of peace, and also the power of love. And that's what's gonna anchor me through this year, along with my city council and all y'all that are in the same boat in Daly City. And we don't just throw out our folks onto the ocean. We uplift and uphold and keep each other accountable. Thank you for honoring me as the mayor for 2025. Thank you. All right, let's keep the party rolling here.
Do you do the oath?
What's that?
Do your oath?
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have, I want to give our flowers, and literally flowers, to our outgoing mayor. So I'd like to just open it up and say thank you to Mayor Manalo.
Oh, there they are.
And it's pretty wild because just 4 years ago, I think a lot of times people forgot that we were in COVID. And when I was first elected as mayor, we were doing it online. And then what you did this year was remarkable. We seen all the highlights on the videos. It made Daly City feel like it was alive again with so much life. I don't know how I'm going to top that. No, no, thanks, Justin. But I know that working with you, I'm confident that we could all work together and move with the legacy that you've set forth in 2024. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm proud to call you my sis, so thank you, Sister Justin Manalo.
Thank you.
And we actually have flowers. See, I was online. And it's just not a regular vase. And it has the Daly City logo, and inscribed is Jocelyn C. Manalo, Mayor 2024.
Nice.
With our Daly City colors. Aw, thank you.
I'd like to use this time, if anybody on our dais would like to make any comments, feel free. Teresa Prano.
Thank you. You know, I watched Jocelyn work tirelessly, attending so many events representing the city of Daly City, and she always did it with a smile, with her heart. And there's not too many people that have that perseverance and that love of city. And I wanted to thank you. It's pretty amazing, you know. I get told a lot that I do a lot, but I couldn't keep up with you. And I'm just so proud to have experienced you as our mayor. And I really appreciate your kindness and your love of the city of Daly City. So thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else? Councilmember Glenn Sylvester.
Well, thank you, Mayor. What I like to do is go back in history, but this is not going to be very long. It's going to be short than you think. I remember back in 2000, I think it was 15, where Jocelyn and I first ran for city council, and we developed a bond. And we watched out for each other. And that's something, you know, I would treat her like she's my daughter. You know, I'd be helping her, you know, step off the curb, where I had to watch myself, and I tripped over the curb. And one of the council meetings, you know, I did have a Band-Aid and I wore it, but through thick and thin, and when Ethan was born, and, you know, it's something that you develop and something that you never lose. So in closing, I would like to say, based upon what has happened in 2024, I think of the words of the famous Admiral Grace Hoppy, in which she says, "It is better to ask for forgiveness than to beg for permission." And that's what we had in 2024 under your leadership, Mayor. Just do it. And she did. So thank you so much for everything you've done. And we'll always remain friends. Thank you.
Are there any other more comments? Okay, seeing none, we'll go on to the next nomination for the office of Vice Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to nominate Councilmember Glenn Sylvester.
Thank you so much, Madam Mayor. I would I'd accept the nomination.
Thank you.
May I second that? I'd like to second that nomination.
Okay, so we have first and second. Are there other nominations for the office of Vice Mayor? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Seeing no.
Point of order, yeah, after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing no further nomination, there is a motion on the floor. There is a second. I would like to call for a roll call.
Point of order. Yeah.
Okay.
Point of order, just for discussion, thank you.
Okay.
Well, first, I have to repeat this again, and it was Vice Mayor, as a matter of fact, soon to be, I guess, Mayor Glenn, that spoke the last time, and not saying that he already served as mayor and vice mayor once, but he did stand up again and did speak up last year and say there's someone here, I have to repeat it because we're doing the vice mayor, that someone has never been vice mayor or mayor. And then, granted, I understand that it would be eventually his turn again, but since at this time, after 7 years, because he always stood up and he said he would stand for equality and inclusion, and deliberately told me that when he stood up for me the last time, to make sure, and until there was inclusion, he would not participate or do certain things. But at this time, I want to make sure that inclusion, justice, and respecting the office and democracy, these things really matter. And it really disappoints me, especially I know that a lot of you, even Councilmember Pano, who is new, who said that she would proudly make sure at one point that I would be able to serve as mayor, knowing that I have been overlooked several times, and you made that comment to me, and that that nothing, people just sit in silence and they allow this to happen. So with that said, please make sure that all of that is on the record, and put yourself in someone else's shoes sometimes, because we're each individually elected and it needs to be respected as a democracy. Because I'm out in the community, all of us serve, we serve all of you and all of us together. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
So there's no further nominations. We have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Right?
Well,
Oh,
Mr.
no, and
Mayor,
then we call for a roll call vote.
Right, I think we should close if there's no other
Oh, yeah.
nominations.
Sorry about that.
Motion to close?
I'll second.
It's like riding a bike.
No problem, Mr.
Yes.
Mayor. I'll be here to help you. If it goes through.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Roll call, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, roll call. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Roll call vote on the nominee for vice mayor. Sorry about that. Oh, closing the nomination.
We already did that.
No,
Voice. Yeah.
Oh, voice vote for closing. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All those in favor to close the nominations?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. And so roll call vote for the first nominee, for the nominee for vice mayor.
Ms. DiGiovanni,
Abstention.
Ms. Manalo,
Aye.
Ms. Pano,
Aye.
Mr. Sylvester,
Glenn Sylvester, aye.
Dr. Rod.
Aye.
I don't know, Mr. Mayor, I'll defer to you. Is this the time appropriate to be sworn in, or
Yeah.
only as mayor?
Not, I believe if, yeah, you could do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So may I come up?
Yes, please do so.
As you can see, my family left a little early, especially with all the grandkids. They were hungry. They take after me, and I'm hungry. So I would like to ask a favor of someone to administer the oath, and I would like to request a favor of two good friends who have been with me since 2016, since my first election. First is Mr. Dan Lee and Rovi Antonio. Would you kindly come up and administer the oath for me, please?
I have a copy. I don't know if I don't know if you could see it, but
It's pretty big.
you could use this. Yeah, it's hard to see though.
Glasses? Glenn, you want your glasses?
No, because I'm not reading it.
Oh.
Please. Danny?
Yes.
Okay, you can read it? Okay.
Microphone. Microphone.
This one.
before. Okay.
You say he's never done this before. Welcome, Dan.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? I.
State your name.
What's the same name?
Glenn Sylvester,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of State of California against all enemies,
and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies,
foreign and domestics, that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith,
and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
true
and
faith
the
and
Constitution
allegiance to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
and that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
and purpose of evasion,
and purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties about which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting kind of late. It's good to be back. It's good to be given the opportunity and confidence from my council members as we move to the following year. I continue to hope for collaboration. We have to make difficult decisions from time to time, but we always have to think of what is good for Daly City, and the majority vote of my colleagues says the same thing. So thank you again for this opportunity. You have a good night and happy holidays. Thank you all.
Thank you. All right. All right. After a long night, I think everybody wants to party and eat some cake, okay? So can I get a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Glenn Sylvester, okay. Please.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Meeting adjourned.